Wait, did you see my thing that I left in there? Or
I pulled it out of there and I put it somewhere else, but yeah, I did see that.
Okay, because I checked it like half an hour ago, and I was like, is she gonna
Yeah.
delete it there or?
No, you're good. You are good. No. Okay. Happy week 9. I wanted to share, I just saw this morning and I thought it was super cool. Also, it's very spooky for the middle of October. Basically, this is, I don't know, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the, somewhere else because I don't want to get it wrong. Oh my God, where'd it go? Whatever. Basically, they injected this, like they did the, like, you know how they can inject a gene to make certain animals like glow? I know they do it a lot with jellyfish. They injected into Venus flytraps, and it was kind of cool. They could see when you like touch the Venus flytrap, either on the hair or on like the inside, based off of this. It like sends up like a rush of calcium. But it was kind of interesting because that first rush of calcium is not enough to like trigger that kind of like quote unquote muscle response. It takes like 2, so at the bottom there you can see first stimulus, second stimulus. So the second time they do it, it's like enough for it to close. I just thought it was, I saw the video and I just thought it was super, super cool. I do not understand the science behind it, but I thought it was awesome anyway. Yeah, so the only thing we're gonna do is election nominee presentations. I'm expecting this to be a pretty quick meeting, and everything, all of this is going to be posted to YouTube, so people are going to be able to see presentations when they go to vote. So we have 3 people running for 3 positions. Shreya is not here, and we have a video for her, but the other 2 of you guys have presentations. And I'm also going to ask a couple questions. I don't want it to be like interrogation. I kind of just want to have a conversation about stuff. So Peter, you are up first. Sorry, terrible timing.
Bye, Jimmy.
I'm so sorry. I had a mouthful. So for those of you guys that don't know me that are watching the recording later on, I'm Peter. I'm a 3rd-year industrial engineering major, and I've been a member since spring of 2019. And I'm running for the vice president role. And basically, I don't want to have this to be too long or whatever. I'd like to be the vice president because one aspect of ESW that you don't really get in the classroom is the soft skill aspect. And I think ESW has definitely helped my soft skill in growing. But as the VP, you end up managing the PLs. And I think I'd like to put like an emphasis on improving your soft skills, not only within each other, but to the members of the projects as well, because basically you can't finish a project with one person's technical knowledge unless it's a really simple thing. But for our projects, they're pretty complex and they're pretty impactful on the local Rochester community. So we really need that collaboration between the technical knowledge and ideas between others. And as VP, I'd like to push that because that's something we don't really get in school. And I think ESW has done a great job with that. And I just want to keep the ball rolling. And that's really it for me. I just wanted to keep it brief.
I do want to ask if you have any thoughts about how projects are going to play out next semester, depending on if we're like still doing like a hybrid thing, or if we're all in person, or potentially worst case scenario if we like went virtually completely.
Yeah, I guess it's tough to really give you a solid answer just because, you know, things are changing by the day. I think if like we were to go hybrid or maybe even like fully virtual, I'd still want to push for stuff that we can still maybe not that semester, but in future semesters be able to implement or maybe use it like a brainstorming idea, because it's really hard right now with the virus happening. You can't really do much, and it's sad because I'm the PL right now for campus cleanup, and we really didn't get much done other than that event, which thankfully did happen. But it's really unexpected and things are changing. I don't really know what to tell you from now, but that's my take on it.
Yeah, and we definitely have time to figure stuff out. And
Yeah.
you're right, it is constantly changing.
Because now we've moved into yellow, and I mean, hopefully we get back to green, but who knows what happens, because we are at college. It's hard to control college kids.
Yeah, I think it'll be really interesting next semester to see what happens.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have questions? That was really the only thing that immediately came to mind for me. Okay. If not, then we are going to move on to Eli.
Yes. Thank you.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. So yeah, this is my first year really being involved in ESW. Last year I joined like late in the semester, and unfortunately I had like a pretty full schedule. But this year, as I said, I'm trying to get more involved, and so I'm currently running for treasurer and event coordinator. And I don't know, I've been interested in environmentalism since like freshman year of high school, and I really enjoy, or engineering is what clicked with me as a way to address that. And so my previous leadership experience is on my school's iGEM team, which is the International Genetically Engineered Machine Competition. And so for that, we had to design a genetically engineered organism to address a problem and then do like community service based on that problem, and also raise a bunch of money in order to pay for the competition and fees and stuff. And so our job, as I was an officer on that team, so our job as officers was to make all that run as smoothly as possible. And that experience is what I'm hoping to bring to this club, because I think it's just a really cool organization and I want to see it run as well as possible. And yeah, just willing to do as much as I can to make that happen.
Awesome. I want to ask you the same question, just how, especially on the event coordinator side, how would you see us implementing events next semester, depending on the format?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think probably virtually would be the best way to do it, but the real challenge there would be to keep them engaging for all the members despite being online. So I don't know, it's a tough question, because the best part of the events is actually seeing everyone else and being together with maybe other chapters of ESW and getting to communicate about that stuff. But I think like Zoom meetings with maybe just some like social stuff to get everyone to engage with each other and just talk about their work would be a great way to do that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think it's a great point that you brought up other ESW chapters, especially because next semester is going to be the national conference, which we haven't given you guys any real information about that yet, because we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I agree. I think it's very important to look at like how to make virtual events engaging, and I think it's hopefully we're going to have her name is Dr. Mara, and she does a lot of presentations on like communications, and we're hoping to get her in to talk about like virtual communications and how we can kind of make the most of the situation we're in. Yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying. Peter's got a question.
Well, it's not really for Eli. It was more for you because you just brought that up. Is that the same lady who had came last year? I don't know if you were there, but she did a presentation on presenting. I don't know. She's like a really good, like kind of soft skill expert, and I'm not sure if that's. She have like gray
That's
hair.
probably I'm not sure. I had her for actually Meki Contemporary Issues. She came in. She's an awesome presenter. So she's like a very good presenter on like communication. Yeah,
she's
we're hoping to
really
get her in. So
Okay,
cool.
cool. Yeah, because that's kind of what spiked my interest about communication.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be in early November.
Cool.
We will let you know when that happens. Any questions for Eli? Okay, thank you. We're going to move on then to Shreya, who sent me a video because she's taking a dynamics test right now. Peter, we were raising your hand again.
Wait, yeah, sorry. I know it's really early, but and this isn't really like an important question, but I just wanted to hear your thoughts if you had any like ideas on events, like just anything. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't know if you had any ideas, and I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like for either of you, I don't know, because you're the president, you might know more. I mean, he's the event.
Oh, yeah.
He might have some ideas. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who you were talking to there.
Open-ended.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I guess I'll go. I mean, that's pretty much my thoughts on events, honestly, is what I said previously in response to Sarah's question. Yeah, I'm still pretty new to this position and club, and so I'm not completely sure what to expect, but yeah, just keeping everything safe and keeping everyone like still like engaged and involved would be the priority.
Yeah, for sure. But cool.
I think it's really tricky to try and strike a balance between, because you can really have a lot of different type of events, not even just like format wise, but trying to do, because I mean, we even talk about this for general meetings. Do we want to have like, we did one, the like teamwork event meeting earlier that we did where we were kind of like drawing stuff. Do you want to have a lot of stuff like that, or do you want to have like professional speakers come in? It's really interesting to try and balance all that.
Yes, we should have both.
Come on, keep going. I want to play Shreya's real quick, and then we should continue to talk because I think this is a good conversation. Hopefully you can hear the audio. If you can't, let me know.
I can't hear it.
Okay. How do I know there's a way to
there's the at the top view options, there's share audio.
View options on like the taskbar when you're sharing on Zoom.
I just remember it's at the top.
Got it. Share computer sound. Okay, this should work now.
Hi, this is Shreya. I am not here right now because I'm probably taking a dynamics exam when you're watching this video in the general meeting, but I accepted the nomination for the VP and the treasurer post for the spring semester, so I just wanted to pitch myself a little. I am organized, I love talking to people, I have been the treasurer for a couple high school clubs, and I've also been a cashier at a volunteer department in a hospital at Albany. And so that's where my experience kind of comes from, and that's why I'm running for these posts. Vote for me for whichever one you think is best, and stay safe. Good luck with your exams. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, so to clarify, Shreya is running for both VP and treasurer. And unfortunately, I can't ask her any questions, but and it's not on here. Shreya is also currently our communications chair.
So So then would she be both? Like if she had another position, is that how it would work? Or
Yeah, if she gets one of these, if she gets either vice president or treasurer, we will have to do a secondary election to pick a new communications chair. So, yeah, so, I'm going to put a poll, I'm not presenting. I'm gonna put the poll for this election in the Slack. It'll be up in whenever we finish this meeting. And then I'm also going to share the recording of this video and stick it on YouTube. And I will edit my message to go back and add that later. So, and you do need to vote, you need to be a member. It's not, we're not picking between full member, associate member this semester because it's kind of weird. But you do need to be signed up as a member. Any questions or issues with that? Okay. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to stop recording. Where is that?